Before you get into a company, they tell you they want someone who thinks outside of the box. They say they value creativity, innovation, fresh ideas, but the moment you're actually there, if you think even slightly outside the mold, you're treated like an alien. So let's talk about the contradictions of job seeking in 2025, where the rules of work sound inspiring but play out like satire. At one company, our daily stand-ups were the same thing every day, just status updates. Everyone going around saying what they did yesterday, what they'll do today, and what's blocking them. No learning, no new ideas, just status. So I suggested, what if once a week we did short demos of something new that we learned or built? Nothing crazy, just a way to share some quick wins, spark ideas, and keep people engaged. It was shut down almost immediately, and the reason? We don't want to disrupt the structure. That's when I realized the structure was the problem. They said they wanted innovation. What they really wanted was predictability wearing a creativity sticker. And the irony is that same mindset carries right into the hiring process. Because the box doesn't just show up after you're hired, it shows up before you even get to the interview. Resumes today don't even make it to a human unless they're hyper-tailored for the exact role. And let's face it, most of these systems are automated. If your resume doesn't sound like a sales pitch, custom written for that one listing, it's invisible. You can have a rich, versatile background, experience across projects, tools, and industries, but if your bullet points don't mimic the job description almost word for word, you're filtered out. And it teaches you something strange. You start shrinking yourself just to get through the gate. You learn to sound smaller, narrower, more on brand, just to survive the algorithm. And that's not even the frustrating part. The frustrating part is that once you do make it through and get hired, the job isn't narrow at all. It's a complete opposite. Have you ever gotten that not the right fit message for a job you knew that you could crush? Drop a comment. I want to see how many of us that's happened to. So most jobs today, especially once you reach a certain level, expect you to wear 5 different hats. You're hired for one specialty, but soon you're managing projects, mentoring people, debugging production issues, maybe even touching design or analytics. You have to sound like a one-dimensional expert to get the job, and then as soon as you're in, you're a generalist again. Companies want specialists for hiring, but generalists for survival. And honestly, maybe the future isn't about being one or the other. The people thriving now aren't necessarily the most specialized. They're the ones who can learn fast and connect ideas across fields. Being a Swiss Army human, you can do everything, but nobody really knows what any of the tools actually cost. We're told to upskill, take more courses, learn new frameworks, keep up with AI, data, cloud, everything. And that's great, except for one problem. In software and tech, I've seen countless engineers build incredible things, end-to-end pipelines, production systems, automations that save teams hours every week. When it comes time for interviews, they struggle to talk about it like a pitch. And because of that, they're assumed not to have the skills, even though they've proven it in production. Meanwhile, someone else can talk about the work beautifully, throw around the right buzzwords, sound confident and polished, and everyone assumes they're a rock star. It's just as bad, though, to assume that good talk equals good work. Some people have mastered the sales piece without cementing the skill piece. The job market isn't a skills competition anymore, it's a communication competition. Let's recap job seeking in 2025. Think outside the box, but don't suggest changing the daily meeting format. Be hyper-specialized, but ready to juggle 6 specialties once you're hired. Upskill endlessly, but make sure you sell it like a commercial. We've turned career growth into a game show. Congratulations, you're overqualified for round 1, underqualified for round 2, and the system just crashed before round 3. It's like we built an escape room, where every door leads to another locked door. And at the end, your reward is a shiny LinkedIn badge that says, open to work. So yeah, enjoy job seeking in 2025. And if you're still in the maze, don't worry. So is everyone else. Thanks for watching and good luck out there.